Beloved child of God, welcome into this quiet, sacred moment. This is not just another morning. This is not just another routine. This is a pause that matters. Before the world begins to speak to you, before expectations, responsibilities, and noise start competing for your attention, before your mind rushes ahead into everything that must be done today, stay here for a moment. Let your breathing slow. Let your shoulders relax. Let the tension you didn't realize you were carrying gently loosen its grip. This moment is not rushed. Nothing is being demanded of you here. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be. This morning is an invitation to begin the day differently, an invitation to start from peace instead of pressure, an invitation to be grounded before being busy. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know how everything will work out. You don't need to be strong, confident, or certain in this moment. All that is needed is your presence. As the morning light begins to fill the space around you, allow your awareness to gently shift inward. Notice the stillness beneath the noise. Notice the quiet beneath the thoughts. Notice the calm that exists even before your circumstances change. This calm is not something you have to create. It is already here. This is the space where God meets you, not later in the day, not after everything is figured out, not when you finally feel ready, right now, in this very breath. In this very moment, this morning you are not stepping into the day alone. You are not walking ahead by yourself. You are not carrying the weight of life on your own shoulders. Even if you woke up feeling tired, even if your mind feels crowded, even if your heart feels heavy or uncertain, God is already here. Before your feet touch the floor, before your eyes fully opened, before your thoughts began racing, God was present. And this morning, He invites you to begin with Him. There is something powerful about starting the day in stillness, something sacred about choosing quiet before chaos, something transformative about aligning your heart before engaging the world. Because how you begin often shapes how you move through everything that follows. So right now, allow your spirit to settle. There is no pressure to perform here, no expectation to impress. No standard you have to meet. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to earn God's attention. You don't have to fix yourself first. You are welcomed exactly as you are. If your thoughts feel scattered, that's okay. If your heart feels guarded, that's okay. If you feel hopeful one moment and uncertain the next, that's okay too. This space is not about perfection. It is about presence. And in this presence, something begins to shift. The noise starts to soften. The rush begins to slow. The inner pressure gently releases. Because when you pause before God, you are reminded of a deeper truth. You are held. You are seen. You are known. Nothing about today has surprised God. Nothing you will face has caught Him off guard. Nothing that worries you is beyond His care. This morning is not random. You are not here by accident. This pause is intentional. God knows what you're stepping into today. He knows the conversations ahead of you. He knows the decisions waiting for you. He knows the challenges you haven't even seen yet. And still He invites you to begin here, in peace, as you breathe in slowly. Imagine that peace filling the empty spaces inside you as you breathe out gently. Imagine the weight you've been carrying leaving your body. There is no rush. Take your time. This is a moment to realign your heart, to reset your spirit, to remember what truly matters. You are not defined by yesterday. You are not limited by past mistakes. You are not trapped by yesterday's worries. This is a new morning, a fresh start, a clean beginning. Grace is present here. Mercy is present here. New strength is present here. Even if the road ahead feels unclear, you do not need clarity for everything right now. You only need the next step. And the next step begins here, in stillness, in surrender, in trust. Let this moment be a quiet agreement between your heart and God, an unspoken understanding that today will begin differently, not with striving, not with anxiety, not with fear, but with awareness, with peace, with a steady confidence that you are not alone. As this morning unfolds, you are not stepping into chaos. You are stepping out from a place of calm, and from this place, everything else will flow. This morning, before the day begins to move forward, before time starts pulling you in many directions, allow yourself to remain here a little longer. There is no need to hurry. The world will wait. The schedule will still be there. The responsibilities are not going anywhere. But this moment, this quiet space of stillness is precious. So let it unfold slowly. Notice the gentle rhythm of your breathing, not forcing it, not controlling it, simply noticing it. With each breath in, let calm settle deeper inside you. With each breath out, let urgency loosen its hold. You don't need to prepare yourself yet. You don't need to plan your next move. You don't need to solve anything in this moment. This is not the time for effort. This is the time for rest. Stillness is not emptiness. Stillness is not inactivity. Stillness is where your soul catches up with your body. So many days begin in motion, thoughts racing ahead, worries lining up one after another. The mind already tired before the day has even started. But today, you are choosing a different beginning, a beginning rooted in quiet, a beginning grounded in peace, a beginning where you allow your inner world to settle before engaging the outer one. If your thoughts start drifting, that's okay. If your mind brings up unfinished asks or lingering concerns, that's okay too. There is no need to push them away. Simply acknowledge them and gently let them pass. You can return to this calm as many times as you need. Right now, nothing is being demanded of you. You are not required to be productive. You are not expected to have clarity. You are not asked to be strong. You are allowed to simply be. In this stillness, you may begin to notice how much you've been carrying. The quiet reveals what busyness often hides. Perhaps there has been pressure resting on your chest. Perhaps a constant sense of urgency. Perhaps an unspoken fear about what lies ahead. You don't have to analyze it. You don't have to label it. You don't have to explain it. Just notice it with kindness toward yourself. And as you notice it, allow the stillness to hold it. You are not alone in this space. You are not unsupported here. There is a gentle presence surrounding you now, a calm awareness that goes deeper than your thoughts, a peace that does not depend on circumstances. This peace is not fragile. It does not disappear when challenges appear. It does not fade when the day becomes busy. It is steady. It is grounded. It is available to you right now. Stillness allows you to remember that you are more than what you do, more than what you achieve, more than what you worry about. You are a living soul, deserving of rest, deserving of gentleness, deserving of care. So this morning, let your heart soften. You don't need to guard it here. You don't need to stay alert. You don't need to brace yourself. This is a safe place. If there has been disappointment lingering from yesterday, if words spoken or unspoken still echo in your mind, if expectations were not met, let the stillness receive them. You don't have to carry yesterday into today. You don't have to relive it. You don't have to fix it right now. This morning stands on its own. There is space here for renewal, space for restoration, space for a gentle reset. As you rest in this stillness, let go of the idea that everything must be figured out immediately. Some things unfold with time. Some answers arrive quietly. Some clarity comes only after rest. You are allowed to trust the process. You are allowed to move slowly. You are allowed to begin gently. Stillness teaches you something important, that life does not always require effort to move forward. Sometimes, progress begins with pause. Sometimes, strength is restored through rest. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is stop striving and allow peace to fill the space. In this moment, your value is not measured by output. Your worth is not tied to results. Your identity is not defined by performance. You are valued simply because you exist. Let that truth settle. If there is tension in your body, allow it to soften. If your jaw is tight, let it relax. If your shoulders are raised, let them gently drop. Your body deserves kindness too. Stillness invites alignment. Alignment between your thoughts, your heart, and your spirit. When you allow yourself to slow down, you begin to hear what really matters. Not the loud demands, not the constant notifications, but the quiet wisdom within. This wisdom does not shout. It does not rush. It does not pressure. It speaks softly. And it speaks when you are still enough to listen. So remain here just a little longer. You are not falling behind. You are not wasting time. You are preparing yourself in the most meaningful way. From this stillness, your steps will be steadier. Your decisions will be clearer. Your responses will be calmer. This is not about avoiding life. This is about entering it from a place of peace. As the day begins to open before you, you are doing so with a grounded heart. And from this place of calm, everything you face today will meet a version of you that is centered, aware, and held. This morning, as you remain in this quiet space, it is time to let go. Not forcefully, not suddenly, but gently, honestly, completely. So much of what you carry has been held in silence. Unspoken worries, hidden pressure, thoughts you never say out loud, fears you try to manage on your own. You've learned how to function while holding them. You've learned how to smile while carrying weight. You've learned how to keep going even when your soul feels tired. But this moment is not about surviving. This moment is about release. You were never meant to carry everything alone. So take a slow breath and allow yourself to acknowledge what has been heavy, not judging it, not minimizing it, not comparing it to anyone else's pain. Just acknowledging it. Maybe it's anxiety about the future. Maybe it's financial pressure. Maybe it's uncertainty about direction. Maybe it's exhaustion from always having to be strong. Maybe it's disappointment. Maybe it's grief. Maybe it's the quiet fear that you might fail or that things might not change. Whatever it is, you don't have to hide it here. You don't have to pretend you're okay. You don't have to explain it perfectly. You don't have to clean it up. This is the place where you lay it down. This morning, you are invited to release what you were never meant to carry. Release the pressure to have it all together. Release the responsibility of controlling outcomes. Release the belief that everything depends on you. You have been carrying more than you realize. The constant thinking, the constant planning, the constant preparing for what could go wrong. It has been draining you slowly. So right now, let your grip loosen. You don't need to hold it so tightly anymore. What you release in this moment is not lost. It is not wasted. It is not ignored. It is received. Every worry you let go of creates space for peace to enter. Every fear you surrender creates room for strength to rise. Every burden you place down opens the door for breakthrough. Breakthrough does not always come as a sudden miracle. Sometimes it begins as relief. Sometimes it begins as rest. Sometimes it begins as the quiet realization that you don't have to carry this alone anymore. You may have been telling yourself, I'll rest after this season. I'll feel peace when this is over. I'll let go once things are more stable. But peace is not a reward for finishing everything. Peace is a gift given in the middle of it. So today, you don't wait for everything to change. Before you release the weight, you release it now. Let go of the expectation that today must go perfectly. Let go of the fear that one mistake will ruin everything. Let go of the pressure to be everything for everyone. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to be in process. You are allowed to take this day one step at a time. This moment is a turning point. Not because everything suddenly becomes easy, but because you stop carrying what was crushing you. And in that release, something begins to shift. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your thoughts become quieter. Your heart becomes lighter. That is not weakness. That is healing. You may feel emotion rising right now. Tears, tightness, a heaviness lifting. Let it happen. Release is not always calm. Sometimes it is emotional. Sometimes it is messy. Sometimes it feels like finally exhaling after holding your breath for too long. This is not a breakdown. This is a breakthrough. Because breakthrough often begins when you stop resisting what you feel and start surrendering what you carry. You don't have to understand everything for breakthrough to happen. You don't have to see the whole path. You don't have to know how it will work out. You only have to release control. Control has been exhausting you, trying to anticipate every outcome, trying to prepare for every possibility, trying to prevent pain. But control was never meant to be your role. So this morning, you hand it over. The timing, the outcomes, the unanswered questions. You release the need to know everything right now. And in this surrender, you are not giving up. You are being held by a wisdom greater than your own, held by a presence that sees beyond this moment, held by a love that does not abandon you in uncertainty. Breakthrough begins here, not in striving, not in forcing change, but in trust. Trust does not mean pretending everything is fine. Trust means saying, I don't have to carry this alone anymore. So breathe again. Let go of the thoughts that loop endlessly in your mind. Let go of the what ifs. Let go of the worst case scenarios. They are not helping you. They are draining you. This moment invites you into a different posture, a posture of openness, a posture of surrender, a posture of rest. You may have been fighting silently for a long time, fighting discouragement, fighting fear, fighting doubt. But today, you are allowed to stop fighting. You are allowed to be supported. You are allowed to be carried for a while. And as you release these burdens, something deeper happens. Your spirit begins to realign. The noise quiets, the weight lifts, the inner tension eases. This is the beginning of renewal, not because circumstances have changed, but because you have changed how you carry them. And from this place of release, clarity will come. Strength will return. Peace will begin to settle. You don't need to rush into the next thing. You don't need to immediately move forward. Stay here a little longer. Let the release complete its work. You are safe in this moment. You are supported in this surrender. You are not alone in this process. And as you let go, you make room for what comes next. Hope, guidance, direction, breakthrough. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning of a page, a quieter page, a lighter page, a page written with trust instead of fear. And from this release, the rest of the day will unfold differently. As you rest in this moment of release, something new begins to unfold. Not rushed, not forced, not loud, but steady, intentional, certain. This is the moment where you invite God to step into the day ahead, not just into your thoughts, not just into your emotions, but into every detail of what is coming. The conversations, the decisions, the unexpected moments, the things you cannot predict or control. This is where trust moves from words into direction. So take a slow breath and allow your heart to open again. Today does not begin with uncertainty. It begins with God going before you. Before you speak, He is already present in the conversation. Before you decide, He already sees the outcome. Before you step forward, He has already walked the path. This changes everything. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. You are stepping into a day that has already been seen, prepared, and held. So this morning, you invite God not as an observer, but as a guide. Not as a distant presence, but as an active leader. You say without needing perfect words, go before me today. Go before me into every space I enter. Go before me into every interaction. Go before me into moments that feel easy and moments that feel uncomfortable. Because when God goes before you, you do not have to fear what is ahead. Fear comes from feeling alone. Peace comes from knowing you are led. There may be things today that you feel unsure about, a decision you've been avoiding, a conversation you've been replaying in your mind, a responsibility that feels heavier than you'd like to admit. You don't have to solve it now. You invite God into it. You don't need to carry clarity for everything. You trust that clarity will meet you when it's needed. So today, you release the pressure to figure it all out before taking the next step. Instead, you move forward with guidance. Guidance does not always come as loud direction. Often it comes as quiet confidence, a steady sense of this is the way, a calm assurance even when the path is not fully visible. That is how God leads. He does not overwhelm you with everything at once. He gives you what you need for the next step. So this morning, you don't ask for the whole plan. You ask for presence. Presence in your thoughts, presence in your choices, Presence in your reactions. You invite God to shape how you respond today. When stress tries to rise, you choose to pause. When frustration tries to speak, you choose restraint. When doubt tries to return, you choose trust. Not because you are forcing yourself, but because you are being led. God does not rush you. He does not pressure you. He does not confuse you. He leads with peace. So if at any point today you feel rushed, pressured, or overwhelmed, that is your signal to pause again. To remember who is guiding you. You do not need to prove your strength today. You do not need to defend yourself constantly. You do not need to carry the outcome on your shoulders. You walk with God, and that is enough. Invite God into your work today, into the tasks that feel meaningful, and the ones that feel repetitive. Invite Him into the effort you give and the rest you take. There is no part of your day that is too small for His presence. Invite God into your relationships today, into what is spoken and what remains unspoken, into moments of connection and moments of misunderstanding. Ask for wisdom before reacting. Ask for grace before responding. Ask for patience when emotions rise. God does not just guide your steps. He shapes your heart as you walk. Invite God into your decisions today, even the small ones, especially the ones that feel unclear. You don't need to make decisions from fear. You don't need to decide from pressure. You don't need to rush into conclusions. You are allowed to wait. You are allowed to seek wisdom. You are allowed to trust timing. When God goes before you, you don't miss what is meant for you. Nothing slips past His awareness. Nothing arrives too late. Nothing unfolds without purpose. So you move through today with a quiet confidence, not arrogance, not certainty in yourself, but assurance and guidance. There may be moments today where things do not go as planned. Unexpected delays, uncomfortable conversations, situations that test your patience. These moments are not interruptions. They are part of the path God is using. You don't have to resist them. You don't have to fight them. You don't have to understand them immediately. You trust that even here, God is present. Even here, He is leading. Even here, He is working. When you feel uncertain today, return to this truth. You are not lost. You are being led. When you feel overwhelmed, return to this reminder. You are not carrying this alone. God goes before you. When fear tries to speak, let trust answer. Trust does not erase fear instantly, but it keeps fear from leading. So today, fear does not get the final word. Pressure does not decide your pace. Anxiety does not control your direction. You walk with guidance. You move with peace. Invite God into your timing today. You don't have to rush ahead. You don't have to fall behind. Your pace does not need to match anyone else's. You are allowed to move at the speed of peace. Sometimes God leads you to act. Sometimes He leads you to wait. Both are obedience. So listen closely, not to the noise, not to the comparisons, but to the quiet leading within. That is where guidance flows. Today is not about perfection. It is about alignment. Alignment between your heart and God's presence. Alignment between your actions and His peace. When you are aligned, you don't have to strive. Things begin to fall into place in ways you cannot force. This is the gift of being led. You don't have to carry tomorrow today. You don't have to anticipate every outcome. You don't have to brace yourself for the worst. You trust the one who goes before you. So as this day continues to unfold, you walk forward with a confidence, not because everything is certain, but because guidance is, not because challenges won't appear, but because you won't face them alone. Not because you are strong enough, but because you are supported. This is the posture you carry into the rest of the day. Open, trusting, led. And from this place, whatever you encounter today will meet a heart that is grounded, a spirit that is steady, and a life that is guided. As this day continues to open before you, now is the moment to stand, not in your own strength, not with forced confidence, but with a steady, grounded faith. This is where intention becomes declaration. This is where surrender becomes alignment. This is where peace begins to shape how you move forward. Today, you do not drift into the day. You step into it with purpose. So right now, let your heart quietly agree with these truths, not shouted, not rushed, but spoken inwardly with conviction. Today you choose faith over fear, not because fear never appears, but because fear no longer leads. Fear may knock, fear may whisper, fear may try to remind you of what could go wrong. But today, fear does not decide your direction. You choose faith. Faith that steadies your thoughts. Faith that anchors your heart. Faith that reminds you that you are not alone in what you face. Today you choose peace over pressure. Pressure says everything must happen now. Pressure says you must keep up. Pressure says one mistake will cost you everything. But peace says you are allowed to move at the right pace. Peace says you are allowed to pause and breathe. Peace says you are guided, not chased. So today, pressure does not control your rhythm. You move with peace. Today you choose trust over worry. Worry tries to pull your mind into the future. Worry tries to replay worst-case scenarios. Worry tries to convince you that something bad is waiting. But trust brings your attention back to this moment. Trust reminds you that you are supported right now. Trust reminds you that you do not need to solve everything today. So today, worry does not get your energy. You choose trust. You declare this quietly within yourself. I am not walking into this day unprepared. I am not stepping into this day alone. I am not facing this day without guidance. You may not know everything that will happen, but you know how you will meet it with steadiness, with clarity, with faith. Today you declare strength, not the kind of strength that never feels tired, but the kind that keeps going gently, the kind that knows when to rest, the kind that does not break under pressure. Strength that comes from alignment, not effort. So when challenges arise today, you meet them without panic. You pause before reacting. You breathe before responding. You choose wisdom over impulse. This is strength. You declare clarity today. Even if every answer is not yet visible, you trust that clarity will come when needed. You do not force decisions out of fear. You do not rush conclusions out of anxiety. You allow understanding to unfold step by step. And if uncertainty appears, you do not collapse into it. You stand calmly within it. Because clarity does not always arrive all at once. Sometimes it arrives as peace while waiting. Today you declare steadiness. Your emotions do not need to swing wildly. Your mood does not need to be controlled by circumstances. You are allowed to remain centered, even when things feel unpredictable. This steadiness becomes your anchor. When others rush, you remain grounded. When others panic, you remain present. When things feel uncertain, you remain aligned. Today you declare courage, not the absence of fear, but the willingness to move forward with faith. Courage to speak when needed. Courage to stay silent when wisdom calls for restraint. Courage to wait when rushing would cause harm. Courage to act when hesitation would hold you back. You trust yourself to discern the difference. Today you declare alignment. Alignment between what you believe and how you live. Alignment between your inner peace and your outward actions. You are not divided today. You are not pulled in opposing directions. You move forward as one whole person. Thoughts aligned, heart aligned, spirit aligned. This alignment brings simplicity. You don't overcomplicate decisions. You don't overanalyze every outcome. You don't exhaust yourself with endless what-ifs. You trust the path unfolding beneath your feet. Today you declare freedom from comparison. You do not measure your progress against someone else's timeline. You do not diminish your journey because it looks different. You honor where you are. You respect the pace you are moving at. Your path is valid. Your progress matters. Your growth is real. Today you declare resilience. Resilience that does not harden you. Resilience that does not close your heart. But resilience that allows you to bend without breaking. If something doesn't go as planned today, you do not collapse. You adjust. You learn. You continue. Setbacks do not define you. Delays do not defeat you. You remain steady. Today you declare presence. You are not constantly ahead of yourself. You are not lost in yesterday. You are here, present in conversations, present in tasks, present in moments of rest. You allow yourself to experience the day instead of rushing through it. Presence becomes your power. Today you declare hope, not unrealistic optimism, not denial of difficulty, but a quiet confidence that something good can still unfold. Hope that sustains you when answers are slow. Hope that carries you when progress feels small. Hope that reminds you that this is not the end of your story. You declare this inwardly. I am moving forward with faith. I am supported as I go. I am steady, guided, and held. These declarations are not wishes. They are choices. Choices you return to whenever the day tries to pull you off balance. And as you carry these declarations with you, they begin to shape how you respond. Your words become calmer. Your actions become clearer. Your decisions become wiser. This is not because circumstances changed, but because you did. And from this place of declaration, the rest of the day meets a stronger version of you. Not louder, not harder, but grounded. As you move forward into this day, there is a sense of quiet assurance surrounding you. Not loud, not dramatic, but steady, constant, present. This is the assurance of protection, not the absence of challenges, but the presence of covering. You do not walk uncovered today. You do not move unguarded. You do not face this day exposed. There is a gentle protection surrounding your mind, your heart, your steps. So this morning, you allow yourself to rest in that truth. You do not need to stay on high alert. You do not need to anticipate every possible problem. You do not need to defend yourself at every turn. You are covered in moments you expect, and in moments you do not. Covered when things move smoothly and when they feel uncertain. Covered when you are confident and when you feel vulnerable. This covering is not fragile. It does not disappear under pressure. It does not fade when things become difficult. It remains. So today, you release the habit of bracing yourself. You release the tension of always being ready for something to go wrong. You do not live today from a place of fear. You live from a place of trust. Trust that you are being watched over. Trust that you are being guided. Trust that nothing you face today is beyond care. As you step into your responsibilities, this protection goes with you, into your work, into your conversations, into your decisions. It surrounds you quietly, without needing your effort to maintain it. You do not earn this protection. You do not have to be perfect to receive it. It is given. So let your thoughts rest. If your mind begins to imagine worst-case scenarios, gently bring it back to this truth. You are protected. Not everything that crosses your mind is a warning. Not every thought deserves your attention. Some thoughts are simply noise. And today, you do not have to entertain them. You allow your mind to be guarded. Guarded from excessive worry. Guarded from unnecessary fear. Guarded from thoughts that drain rather than guide. Your mind is allowed to be calm. You do not need to replay conversations that haven't happened yet. You do not need to prepare defenses for situations that may never occur. You trust that wisdom will meet you when needed. As you go through the day, you are also protected emotionally. You do not absorb every mood around you. You do not carry the emotional weight of others. You are compassionate, but not overwhelmed. You are present, but not drained. You are engaged, but not consumed. There is a boundary around your heart today. A healthy boundary. It allows love to flow, but prevents exhaustion. It allows connection, but protects your peace. You are not required to fix everyone. You are not responsible for everything. You are allowed to care without carrying. If difficult emotions arise today, you meet them gently. You do not judge yourself. You do not suppress them. You acknowledge, and then you release, because you are protected from being overwhelmed. There is also protection over your steps. You are being guided away from what would harm you. You are being directed toward what will serve you, even if you don't see it immediately. Sometimes protection looks like doors closing. Sometimes it looks like delays. Sometimes it looks like interruptions that frustrate you at first. But later, you understand. So today, you trust redirection. If something doesn't work out as planned, you don't panic. You remain open. You trust that there is wisdom in the detour. You are guided not only in where you go, but in how you move. You are guided in your timing, guided in your words, guided in your reactions. There is a quiet wisdom accompanying you today. It does not rush you. It does not confuse you. It gently nudges. So when you feel a pause, honor it. When you feel clarity, follow it. When you feel restraint, respect it. This guidance is not heavy. It is light. It does not burden you with pressure. It relieves you of it. You are not expected to force outcomes today. You are not expected to control everything. You are expected only to stay aligned. Alignment keeps you protected. Alignment keeps you steady. Alignment keeps you from unnecessary struggle. So you pay attention to your inner state. If you feel rushed, you slow down. If you feel unsettled, you pause. If you feel peace, you continue. This awareness becomes your compass. You are also protected in your rest. You do not need to push beyond your limits today. You do not need to prove endurance at the cost of peace. You are allowed to rest when needed. You are allowed to take breaks. You are allowed to say no. Rest is not weakness. It is wisdom. And today, your energy is guarded. You don't spend it on things that drain you unnecessarily. You don't give it to thoughts that exhaust you. You choose where your energy flows. This protection creates space. Space to breathe. Space to think clearly. Space to move without anxiety. As the day unfolds, you remain aware of this covering, not obsessing over it, not checking constantly, simply trusting. Trust allows you to relax. Relaxation allows clarity. Clarity allows wisdom. And wisdom allows peace. If unexpected challenges arise, you meet them calmly. You don't assume the worst. You don't jump to conclusions. You stay grounded. Because you are not exposed, you are protected. Even in moments of uncertainty, there is guidance working quietly behind the scenes. Things are being aligned. Details are being arranged. Paths are being adjusted. You don't need to see it all. You simply continue with steadiness, with trust, with calm awareness. This protection does not isolate you from life. It allows you to engage without fear. It allows you to be open without being vulnerable to harm. It allows you to move forward without carrying unnecessary weight. So today, you walk gently, you speak thoughtfully, you act intentionally, and through it all, you remain covered. As you prepare to move toward the closing of this prayer, let this assurance settle deeply within you. You are watched over, you are guided, you are protected. Nothing you face today is outside of care. Nothing you encounter is beyond wisdom. You are safe to move forward. As this prayer gently comes to a close, there is no rush to leave this space. Let the quiet linger a little longer. Let the calm settle more deeply. Let the peace finish its work within you. You have not just listened to words. You have allowed your heart to slow. You have given yourself permission to rest, to release, to realign. And that matters. So right now, before moving on with your day, take one more slow breath. Inhale gently and exhale slowly. There is nothing else you need to do in this moment. You are not missing anything. You are not behind. You are not unprepared. You are ready, not because everything is solved, but because you are grounded. As you carry this peace with you, let it remain close, not as something fragile, but as something steady. Peace does not disappear when the day becomes busy. Peace does not vanish when challenges appear. Peace stays with you when you choose to return to it. So as you step away from this prayer, you do not leave peace behind. You take it with you into your thoughts, into your words, into your actions. May your mind remain clear today, clear from unnecessary worry, clear from constant noise, clear from thoughts that pull you away from the present. When your mind begins to race, may you remember this stillness. May you pause. May you breathe. May you return to calm. May your heart remain steady today. Steady in moments of uncertainty. Steady in conversations that feel heavy. Steady when emotions rise unexpectedly. May your heart not be easily shaken. Not because life is easy, but because you are anchored. May your steps be guided today. Guided toward what brings growth. Guided away from what brings harm. Guided into moments of clarity and understanding. Even when you are unsure, may guidance meet you gently. You do not need to force direction. You do not need to rush decisions. May wisdom arrive at the right time. May your words be thoughtful today. May you speak with intention. May you listen with patience. May you respond with grace. Not every situation requires explanation. Not every moment requires reaction. May you know when to speak. And when silence is the wiser choice. May your energy be protected today. May you not give it away to stress. May you not lose it to unnecessary tension. May you not exhaust yourself trying to please everyone. You are allowed to move at a sustainable pace. You are allowed to rest when needed. You are allowed to care without carrying everything. May you feel supported as you go. Supported when things feel light, and supported when they feel heavy. May you remember that you are not expected to do everything alone. If challenges arise today, may you meet them with steadiness, not panic, not fear, but calm awareness. May you respond rather than react. May you choose patience over pressure. May you trust that solutions unfold step by step. If plans change, may you remain flexible. If delays appear, may you remain open. If things do not go exactly as expected, may you remain at peace. Because peace is not dependent on perfection. May you experience moments of quiet joy today. Small moments, simple moments, a deep breath, a kind word, a pause that refreshes you. These moments matter more than you realize. May gratitude gently shape your awareness. Not forced, not exaggerated, but a soft recognition of what is present, what is good, what is sustaining you. Gratitude does not deny difficulty. It simply reminds you that not everything is heavy. As this day unfolds, may you remain connected to yourself, not disconnected, not scattered. May you notice when you need rest. May you notice when you need movement. May you notice when you need quiet. Listening to yourself is an act of care. May you give yourself permission to be human today, to feel, to learn, to adjust. You do not need to have all the answers. You do not need to be perfect. You are allowed to grow as you go. As this prayer comes to its final moments, let these words settle softly. You are held. You are guided. You are protected. Nothing you face today is outside of care. Nothing you encounter is beyond wisdom. You are safe to move forward. So when you rise from this moment, rise gently. Carry peace into the next step. Carry calm into the next thought. Carry steadiness into the rest of the day. And if at any point you feel overwhelmed, you can return here, not to these exact words, but to the stillness they pointed you toward. It is always available. May this day meet you with grace. May your path be steady. May your heart remain at rest. And as you move forward, may you do so knowing you are not alone. You are supported, and you are deeply at peace. Amen.